Hi, Dad. Have you been tempted to leave the parenting of your teenage daughter to chance? To just hope that it'll all work out? Don't do it. The risk is just too high. Now, I know that teenage daughters are hard to understand, and they're changing. And they're changing in ways that you don't understand. You're a man. But she is changing, and make no mistake, whether you have been the greatest dad on earth or you've been a so-so parent, by the time she turns 12, you are going to be dorky dad in her eyes, whether you like it or not. And so you can either throw up your hands and say, I just hope this all works out. I know it's going to be kind of a crazy time. She's an adolescent. She's a teenager. Why should I care? Or you can dig in and become a parent and a father to your daughter in her teenage years when she really needs you. Now, why is this so important? Why should you just leave it to chance? Well, studies show, and we know, that she will be much more confident. She'll do better in school, that she'll do better in work, that she'll have a better understanding of men. She will not be abused or conned by men. She'll use less alcohol and drugs. Many very positive events in her life that come because of her being parented by you, her father. You can't just let that time slip by. Plus, if you're going to move into that position again of being world's greatest dad when she's in her 20s, you need to lay that groundwork while she is in her teen years. So what should you do? Well, from my perspective, you need to be intentional, very intentional about parenting your teenage daughter. Meaning you have to plan to have conversations with her. You have to plan to have good questions for her. You have to plan to make time for her. You have to plan engaging her in conversation about men, about the things that are in her world, about the things that are changing in her world. You want to be able to have that input in her life rather than someone else, because she is going to learn about men during her teenage years. And if she doesn't get that information from you, she will get it somewhere else. And that's just another consequence that I believe that you, as a father, don't want to have happen to her. So there's lots of ways to do this, but the biggest thing is communication. It's that whole thing, we've heard about it before, but you need to plan, because guys, we just don't many times communicate. That's this idea of being intentional, about planning to communicate, and to plan about things that she can talk with you about. We suggest that you talk about a skill, a hobby, and reveal some of the struggles in your life, because that's how friendships and relationships are built. Don't let this time pass. It's a great time for you, it's a great time for her, and don't let the fact that you just became dorky dad get in your way, because that's going to happen, whether you like it or not, whether she likes it or not. But it doesn't have to stand in the way of having a great relationship with her, so that you're totally set up for success when she's in her 20s and she once again comes back and says, wow, my dad is the greatest dad on earth. Because you're set up for success. You can do this. Have great conversations with her. Be intentional. Figure it out. Make sure you're there for her. The rewards are there for both you and her. Thanks for stopping by.